You two stop laughing. Oh my gosh. Come on now. Hi. Good morning, everybody. This is Malteri, and we have before us
Serenity and Chris.
Serenity and Chris. Oh my gosh. So you guys are friends. Can you tell me, you both full-time?
Yes.
Oh, full-time in your RVs, and this is Chris's RV. It's magnificent. But how did you guys meet?
You tell.
Come on, let's have a good story. I know, this is all about making friends on the road and getting your tribe.
The previous year, we had a nice tribe. I had a nice tribe. And for very legitimate reasons, none of them could come back.
Right.
So, you know, like a cat goes home to their home, I went to the vacant space where none of my friends were.
Okay.
Just sitting there, so I thought I would drive around a little bit and see what I could find. And I drove slowly past this tent. I'm going, there's a sewing machine in that tent. I've been carrying this cloth around for 5 years.
Oh my gosh.
Slammed on my brakes. Is that a sewing machine? Yes. I said, oh, you sew? Yes. Do you have time to sew? Just, you know, tie backs.
Oh my gosh, that's beautiful. And this was the material you were carrying around in your van. I love that. So
the funniest thing was when she showed me some of her material and her project, aprons and such that she was making for some of her friends. It was a very similar material, so that similar color, similar design. And,
right.
Oh, I want to get to know this one better.
Right. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So how long have you been friends?
When was it? Probably I didn't get here till the end of October, so it had to be sometime in November. Yeah.
Okay, November.
Yeah.
Did you go to the RTR together?
Well, she was working there, so I went to some of the women's events.
At the sewing tent?
I was at the sewing tent.
Oh my gosh, that's wonderful. How many years have you volunteered at the sewing tent?
This is my first year at the sewing tent. I was at crafts for the past 2 years.
Oh, that's wonderful. We have probably met because I'm always stopping by the crafts table. I have a traumatic brain injury. I always say my facial recognition software does not work anymore. But that is so sweet that you volunteer.
Yep.
Oh my gosh.
Third year volunteering, and I usually volunteer for as much of the WRTR and the RTR as I can do. I usually do mornings.
Wow.
Every day except Monday and Tuesday this year. You volunteer out at the LTVA?
Yeah.
Did you say that too? No.
You
volunteer at the LVTA to put stickers on cars and sell permits.
Oh, that is wonderful. Oh my gosh. So let me get your opinion. I heard it's going up to $600 next year. I think that it's a bubble. It'll probably be $400. Are you coming back if it's $400 for, what is it, 6 or 7 months of camping?
I'm just going to follow her around like a puppy.
Huh?
It will depend. You know, if I can, it depends on when they have the increase and how much it is and where I'm at. It's hard to make plans that far in advance.
That makes sense. My girl,
like a nomad.
Simply Lisa says her plans are written in Jello.
Right.
Oh my gosh. Now, do you camp together at other places, or you just met here?
Just met here.
Are you planning to do anything like that, or?
Yep, we're planning to travel some together. There's a small group of us that are going to stick together after we leave the LVTA, and
that's wonderful.
Destination is unknown at this moment.
You're going to form your own caravan. That is great news. Oh my gosh. Where do you want to go to?
Well, Nevada's one possibility, and other than that, who knows?
Yeah, that's true. The problem with Nevada is when this is too hot, Las Vegas, that area is way too hot too. It's like all of a sudden everything goes bad. Brian's Head, beautiful. St. George, beautiful. I love climbing.
I spent last summer south of Flagstaff, so.
I love Flagstaff. I love the Aquaplex there. That is so much fun. It's a great town.
And I worked on my sewing skills at Threaded Together, which is a not-for-profit organization that teaches folks how to sew.
Oh my gosh, that's wonderful. They also have a huge makers thing. You can join for like $50 a month and use all their sewing machines that you want. It's absolutely amazing. You can just spread out because nobody's ever there. It's nice.
I miss having the long tables to, cut fabric out.
We have that every Thursday at the community center.
Oh, that's one. So at the community center, you can spread out and sew there. Oh, what do you think of the community center?
It's great. The exercise equipment is great. They need volunteers there because the staff has to come out of the community center and go next door to run the after-school program.
Right.
So if they don't have any volunteers, they have to close down. And
Ah.
that's the simplest volunteer job in town. Is just to sit there and sign in members while they exercise.
Oh my gosh. So what do you think of the town of Quartzsite? Give me your real opinion.
I love it for wintertime because I go to the Quartzsite Roadrunners Gem and Mineral Club.
Isn't that
And
wonderful?
I love having all those things to do and try, and I've made knives and I've made pendants and done lapidary, and there's so many things I want to try. I could go there every day, all day.
All right. So I'm going to do a side. The Gem and Mineral Club. You pay $20. You have to go to one meeting to make sure that you...
Yeah, you have to go through orientation, and then some of the actual areas have a special orientation that you have to complete the orientation projects before they'll turn you loose
Right.
on your own.
And most of the classes, $4 or $5.
$5. Mostly this year, I think they're $5.
And what kind of classes have you taken? If
I've
you've
taken
taken
knife making, which was a lot of fun.
Knife making?
Uh-huh.
What else?
Bead trees,
Oh yeah.
basket weaving, wire wrapping, and I did a lot of the lapidary.
Oh my gosh. Isn't their lapidary equipment amazing?
It is. It's awesome.
I mean,
We
you
had a
can
great
cut
time.
slabs down to making the final product of a nice little ring or whatever you want to make. I know. I love this town. There are so many wonderful things to do. People can't imagine it. There's going to be a airplane thingy happening on the 17th. Max knows more about that. I don't know anything about airplanes, but he's a pilot, so
Max is our buddy.
Max is our buddy. Yeah, part of our tribe. But I'm so glad to make you guys part of our tribe. How long have you been full-timing?
This is my third year.
Yay! And where do you hail from?
Originally Massachusetts, and then I moved to Arizona as I ran away from cold and snow.
Oh, there you go. That makes sense. Wait a minute. Massachusetts is such a beautiful state. It really is, but it's so far away. People can't imagine that.
Well, and I grew up on Cape Cod, so it was a
Oh,
special place.
beautiful. So you've been doing this for a couple of years. How many years have you come to Quartzsite?
All three.
All three? Oh, yeah, that's right. You were at arts and crafts booths for 2, and then 1 year at the sewing tent,
Yep.
which is wonderful. Going to keep coming back to Quartzsite?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, what is your favorite part about Quartzsite, for activities? I know the Gem and Mineral Club is great. I love going to some of the restaurants. The mom and pops, they really try hard.
Yeah. I like the Indian restaurant that's new this year.
It's brand new. How's the
It's
food?
great. It's really good food.
Okay, if you
And
don't...
nice
Love
people
Indian
run it.
food.
Yes.
Might have to look
the
that one
holiday
up.
time, they actually had the restaurant open and gave away free meals for 4 days.
Oh my
They
gosh.
wouldn't let you
24
pay.
hours a day.
They wouldn't let you tip. They wouldn't let you do anything.
Oh my gosh.
And,
That...
you got a full dinner.
The Indian restaurant is near Love's.
Yes.
Yeah. So if
Yes.
you see Love's, keep going a little bit, and you'll
Yeah.
run into it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I went into that restaurant, and I'm like, it looked good. So yeah. Have you eaten at the Indian restaurant?
Oh, I have, yes.
It's pretty good.
It's
That,
wonderful.
and I love Stagecoach too. That
I've been to Stagecoach.
excellent Chinese food.
Oh,
We
Yeah.
like the Thai place that shows up at Desert Gardens for part of January and February.
Wait a minute. Tell me more. I love Thai food.
The monks come from Tucson.
Okay.
And they make food. And they have a small menu, but it's really, really good food and really warm and spicy.
I
Did you
love
say
it.
Monks?
Yeah.
And
They're
where?
Buddhist monks out of Tucson.
But what RV park did you say they're at?
They're not in an RV park. They're at Desert Gardens.
Desert Gardens.
Off the, what's that road? Kewen?
Okay.
Kind of. It's almost to the Loves.
Okay,
It's
I
on
got
the
it, I
far
got it.
side where the swap meet is that's out there,
Right.
and the ADOT maintenance building.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Now, do either of you have any social media hashtags that you want people to find you on?
Mine's on Serenity, and I'm on Facebook, Instagram, and now mostly I'm transitioning everything to Substack.
Substack. A lot of people are going to Substack.
Yeah.
Can you give me it again? Serenity?
Yeah, Serenity. SEREN8Y, and I'm on Substack.
That is-
Substack.com.
That is way cool. Do you have any social media?
Out.
All right, and last question.
She lies.
Now, some of my viewers are a little shy about this lifestyle.
Yeah.
What do you have to say to them? Has it been worth it?
Absolutely worth it. It's
Definitely
the best
worth it.
life ever.
And what do you travel in?
I travel in a 2021 Ram ProMaster 3500 extended, and I flat tow a Honda Element behind me.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing. Well, you need for all your sewing supplies.
Yes, for my things for my hobbies and other stuff.
That is,
Tables, kitchen equipment.
that is great. You know, I think the fun thing about the RTR, I'm just going to shoot right there real quick, is that there are a lot of people our age doing this. You know, men, women, and we really love it. Lots of single people too. Yep.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to...
One last thing.
Okay.
There was a session at the RTR that I couldn't go to because there were fires in California.
Right.
Because I'm a volunteer with barbecue.
Okay.
So it's like, I really want to put a plug in for people who are, you know, they don't...
Go for it.
They might be a little bit older. They don't... sometimes we feel invisible as we age. Sometimes we feel not needed as we age. But there's all sorts of volunteer opportunities on the road to get...
Right.
Anything that could possibly interest you is to giving back that, especially now. A lot of people are losing their jobs.
Yep.
And a lot of positions that have been paid positions have just disappeared with our children, with our elderly, with all of these things that we're facing right now. So we could be a massive volunteer force across America. Just these people, you know, I
Right.
consider myself homeless, and I don't feel that that's a bad word for
Nope.
me at all.
Not
And
at all.
So let's get out there and be visible and be working and be counted.
I consider myself houseless. And it's Operation Barbecue Relief, www.obr.org. And what do you do with obr.org?
In hurricanes or tornadoes or disasters or fires, we have a massive fleet of trucks, and we take in our own bunks, we take in our own showers, we take in our own toilets, we take in our own laundry,
Wow.
and we cook 24 hours a day.
Well, thank you so much for doing that. Oh my gosh, thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you, ladies.
You're welcome.
We will see you down the road.